I'm at Universal Studios Hollywood today for an all-new construction update, so let's go ahead and check it out. What's up everybody, Dylan here with yet another theme park obsession video. Welcome back to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because I have brand new videos every single week. Let's go ahead and check out the construction that's happening here at Universal Studios Hollywood, starting off with the rumored Secret Life of Pets project. At the rumored Secret Life of Pets attraction, there is a ton of work going on, so I apologize about the noise, but they are trying to get this attraction done as quick as possible because we have been having a lot of rain here, and I'm sure that has put a very big damper on this entire project. Tons of structural steel has shown up in the past since the last video, which is very, very nice, especially in the back over here to start enclosing this whole entire show building for what looks to be some sort of big indoor dark attraction. So on the other side of the rumored Secret Life of Pets building, to reiterate, they are adding even more pieces of structural steel to get this project up and going back to probably its normal construction timeline. Because of the storms, it is very difficult to do a lot of outside work. That's probably why the Jurassic World construction is going a little bit faster than the construction here right next to The Walking Dead. Over here in the Universal Plaza, it looks like they've cleaned up all of the mess from the Lunar New Year celebration, and believe it or not, the fountain is on, which is very odd because it's freezing cold today. So over here at the lookout, you can see that a lot of progress has happened over at that rumored Super Nintendo project. You can see that they've added a lot of dirt and level off that area of the construction, because if you guys remember, this entire area down there was on a pretty decent sized slope. Nothing crazy, but enough to where they can't really build a new attraction without leveling all that out. Probably what that big retaining wall is along the perimeter over here, just to go ahead and hold up all that new support. And judging by the footers there, it looks like the building is going to be going higher. And, if this is the Super Nintendo land, judging by what we were seeing in Japan, we can again tell that this building is going to be very, very big. Now that we've seen some of the work in the upper lot, let's head downstairs and check up on the Jurassic World project and that rumored Super Nintendo land. Down over at Jurassic World, you can see that they are working on a lot of the piping right here. Water has been drained in a lagoon here. So it looks like that overnight testing that was happening a couple days ago is complete, but there are still boats sitting on the track in the far distance there. You can kind of see right over there, there's a couple boats. It looks like they're just ready to go when they do fill this back up with water, but I can see why they probably drained it, and it's probably because of all this work right here for the new concrete and texturing that's going to be happening, as well as the painting. I'm sure they're going to go ahead and finish painting this whole entire building that gray color. It looks like it was a test at first, but now that we're nearing completion, they're probably going to go ahead and finish that. Over in the distance by the restrooms, you can see that they've completed the concrete work over there, which is really nice. And it looks like they've also kind of completed some concrete work over here. So the only remaining part they have to do is all of this, and you can tell that they're installing some new piping for electrical and I'm sure some plumbing. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually for a lot of new lighting effects they might have on the ground, for some new planters and trees they might be putting in here, which I'm hoping that they do, because this area is so open and barren, and there's too much concrete around here, so I would hope that they would put more trees, especially in this area. You can already tell that this ride is going to still get you completely soaked. These little pieces right here are used for the splashdown. They use compressed air to push a bunch of water up in the air, so by the time you get to that point of the attraction, you're completely soaked. So it looks like they're still using those elements, which will be nice. So in the summer, it's going to be a nice, refreshing ride. I'm trying to find other things here, but it looks like the rest of this is pretty much complete and done. They're probably not going to do any more work on the rock work over here. I was thinking if they were going to paint it, but it looks like they're just going to leave that section alone. It's just all down here that all the work is finishing up. And then again, the mural is looking fantastic, and that is all complete. All right, let's move on to the rumored Super Nintendo project that's happening right next to the Transformers attraction. Like I was saying, up in the upper lot, you can see all of the dirt that they have added. They've added literally tons of it up against that retaining wall that's in the far back. which they have finished. In my last video, they were still working on this piece over here, but that is now all complete, which is really cool. Lots of dirt being moved in this area so they can move forward with building the rest of the foundation that's going to be used for what looks to be an attraction, a huge attraction going here. This might be used for multiple things. It might be used for both an attraction or some facilities, so shops and restaurants, maybe some restrooms, just judging by the size of this. Over here they built a little wall. I don't know if this is complete yet though. It looks like if they're going to continue, it's just going to continue all the way along over here, which would be pretty smart because then it would block off a lot of this over here from the Transformers building. But they are working in this area, so we'll check back every single week to see what they end up doing. Despite the weather being unfavorable, they are moving along pretty nicely. So it's going to be fun to see how this project evolves during the summer and in the fall. All right, let's move on to the next thing, and that is the studio tour. Let's see what's new on the studio tour and get a better look at the Jurassic World project and the Super Nintendo Land.
Our show is filmed on stage 12, happens to be the largest soundstage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
If you look on your left-hand side, you'll see the logo for the voice. We have a new coach this season, John Legend. I'm excited about that. I think he's going to do a really great job. Put it out for 1931 stages, right? Inside of there, we can create whatever we want. A house, patience for one another.
You know, the heat makes us small. Your face
See it heating up right there? So we got nothing to worry about. Yeah. That shark looks kind of small. I don't know, you guys. As long as there's no other sharks in the water, we're good. Except there's a fin over there. That's bad news. We're going to need a bigger trim. All right, nobody panic, nobody panic. My buddy George is supposed to be out there. He is. Are you out there? I think you're out there. All right, that's new. Guys, toasty.
All right, so the studio tour was really cool. They did open up the Jaws attraction that was back from refurbishment for a while. It looks the same, really nothing changed on that particular attraction on the studio tour. And then everything else on the studio tour looks really great. So yeah, if you missed Jaws, don't worry, Jaws is back open on the studio tour here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Over here in Hogsmeade, you can see the construction walls are still up here in the extended queue line for the Forbidden Journey. And this is probably because of the new Castle projection show coming in April. So I would assume this is work for some of the show elements they're going to be using for that new nighttime show. Inside the Animation Studio store, they have some new How to Train Your Dragon merchandise, which is kind of cool. They have some toothless pillows and t-shirts, all from the movie. Ooh, these are actually glow in the dark. So yeah, a couple cool things here at the Animation Studio store for How to Train Your Dragon. Ooh, look at these backpacks. Those are kind of neat. How much are they? Let's see. These are $35. So $35, and it's actually a pretty good sized backpack. Not too shabby. I just like when they have all the SpongeBob merchandise when he's doing like goofy faces. Again, one of the greatest cartoons ever. Awesome. So besides the candy shop that's in Hogwarts, you can actually, or Hogsmeade, sorry, you can actually get candy right here at the Animation Studio store, which I didn't know. Ooh, that child is... Ooh, they are not happy. Yep. Well, it's because they want candy, and you can get it right here at the Animation Studio store. All right, so that's gonna go ahead and do it for today's Universal Studios Hollywood video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button because I have brand new videos every single week. Yeah, we had taken a look at the Jurassic World construction, the rumored Secret Life at Pets and Super Nintendo projects. And we also were fortunate enough to see the reopening of the Jaws attraction on the studio tour. So it was a pretty good day today. And it was a very busy day at Universal Studios. So if you are coming to the park, I would suggest coming to the park during the week and not the weekend because today it's not raining and it's Saturday. So a lot of people are here to try to enjoy the park. But yeah, if you want to come on a slightly less busy day, Monday through Thursday here at Universal Studios is pretty easy. But yeah, it was great. We had a great time and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'll see you next time in the park. Bye.